Hey guys, Novaexplosion, you already know. We're back to Shadow Hearts, our Shadow Hearts little marathon we got going. This is Shadow Hearts 2. Doesn't say so on the title screen, but this is Covenant, the second game in the franchise. Technically the fourth, because Kudelka is part of the Shadow Hearts franchise. So I guess Kudelka counts as the first, Shadow Hearts 1 is 2, and this is the third. But the second Shadow Hearts game, third in the franchise, whatever. But yeah, Covenant. So this is a direct sequel to Shadow Hearts 1. We did Shadow Hearts 1 like a few months ago, and back when I did Shadow Hearts 1, the main reason I did it, let alone the fact that it was a really good game and I wanted to play the Shadow Hearts games on here, like, there are like a low amount of Shadow Hearts playthroughs on YouTube, and I saw that and I was like, well, I could be one of the people that actually plays through all the games. So that was kind of my goal when I picked up Shadow Hearts 1 for the second time, because again, I played these games once pretty early in 2024. This is my second time going through Covenant. We just did my second playthrough of Shadow Hearts 1. But yeah, Covenant is a direct sequel to Shadow Hearts 1, so you can expect some spoilers if you have not seen Shadow Hearts 1. And we're just gonna go with it. I promised we'd do all the Shadow Hearts games this year, and I'm still gonna do that. We're in September, so we gotta get started on Shadow Hearts Covenant and From the New World. But yeah, continue here. I tested the game, so that's why... Oh wait, I don't have save file? What the heck? Did I delete my save file? I had a save file that I, like, tested the game with, and I had my original save. I must have deleted it, because I had this set up for a while. But we're gonna play Covenant. We're gonna load up new game, continue through the Shadow Hearts little marathon we got going. And it'll be fun. Art director Takamasa Oshawa. There's going to be some voice acting here, so I'm going to stay quiet. There were some graphical issues when I downloaded this game like a few months ago, which is why I had to like make sure they all worked. That was like a few months ago at this point. I say a few months ago, probably like a month ago. Dude, I can't wait to explore this world again. One of the best things about the franchise is the world building and just the setting and the atmosphere. Ah, hello. Model Minoru. This is a really cool way to do your opening credits. Some of their games do this with like an opening cutscene. They play like the opening credits. I like when games do this. It's really cool. It's a good way to immerse you into it. Also, check out these PS2 graphics. It is a step up from Shadow Hearts 1. This game came out like 3 years after? I think this game came out 2004. Hey, what's up, Deku? Welcome. Welcome to everyone in chat. Yeah, Kudelka is, technically speaking, the first game. There's Kudelka, then there's Shadow Hearts 1, Shadow Hearts 2, and Shadow Hearts 3. But Shadow Hearts 3 is just called From the New World. But, Kudelka is the first game in that franchise, yes. It's like a... It is a prequel to Shadow Hearts 1, but it's like more of a predecessor than a prequel. But Shadow Hearts kind of continues what Kudelka started. Oh no, they're trapped. Sound. Hirotomi Imoto. A composer. Chat, what do you think? You think this girl's gonna be relevant? You think she's gonna be a main character? But where's Yuri, I wonder? This is a direct sequel to the original game. Character designer Miyako Kato. I'm reading these names to give myself something to do. Program director. Do we have a harmonixer in our midst? Didn't I read that name already? I thought I did. Maybe it was a similar name. Yeah, flash grenade or whatever. Is that what that is? That's what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Well, she died before we really got to know her. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I wonder who that is. People who didn't play Shadow Hearts 1 are like, this means nothing to them. Don't let Covenant confuse you. It is a direct sequel. I think a lot of people didn't know it was a direct sequel, but it very much is.
Much as I can remember.
Also, we have heavily evolved.
Following day, Lieutenant Koenig, you were found by the Metz Highway, along with Sergeant Robert and 8 survivors.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a story, but it seems we'll have to believe you.
General, just give me another...
Lieutenant!
Karen, I've already decided to do that. I'm sending you back to that village. But this time you'll be a guide.
Me, a guide?
Our forces invaded France from the north and have managed to push back the Western Front beyond the Meuse River. But that village alone has stubbornly refused to surrender to us, and continues to remain outside the Empire's grasp.
By the way, do yourselves a favor and don't pay mind to the subtitles.
Dom Remy may be beautiful, but it has absolutely no strategic value to us. But for the honor of the Empire, we must not allow anyone or anything to stand against us.
Subtitles are very off.
even if we have to face a demon itself. Is that clear?
Like 90%
Yes,
of the
sir.
time.
This is Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. He's come all the way from the Vatican.
Yo, my boy. Yeah, the presentation's like heavily evolved from Shadow Hearts 1. More voice acting in general.
1915.
What the heck? That's gonna hurt my eyes.
The world is in the middle of a huge upheaval.
Hold up, wait, this is a problem.
It started with a single shot.
Sorry about that.
And the fire of war spread within a single instant. All of Europe was engulfed, and the struggle soon grew into the first worldwide war the human race had ever known. From a corner of this battlefield, our story begins once again.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk a lot more about the whole Shadow Hearts continuum and stuff, but I'm gonna wait for all these cutscenes to play. We're opened with a lot of cutscenes at the start.
Yep.
Shadow Hearts 2, there it is! The world map screen. Pressing triangle on the world map opens the command menu. You can also save at any time from the world map screen. Triangle. So, Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant is a direct sequel to Shadow Hearts 1. Now, it's not so much like, it's not exactly, you could probably understand, like, I'd wager like half, maybe a little bit more of the game without the first Shadow Hearts. But there are a couple of, there's like a number of, I don't know where my save file went, by the way. I did have save file here. I think I deleted it when I audio tested the game or something. I don't remember. It doesn't matter though. I wouldn't have gone back to that save. But Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant, it's probably like, it's not like the absolute worst to play it before the original, but there are certain scenes that are gonna like do nothing. You're gonna be confused and they're gonna do nothing for you if you don't play the original. Plus, like, the game doesn't bother explaining Yuri, the game doesn't explain like his motivations, and at the end of Shadow Hearts 1, spoilers, but this is a sequel, the bad ending, because again, the good ending isn't canon, the bad ending of Shadow Hearts 1 is canon. That's where Alice dies and Yuri is like on a train, and the whole point of Covenant is for Yuri to find a way to save Alice and deal with grieving, basically. Not save her, but like Yuri learning to grieve the loss of Alice and stuff. That's like the whole point of Covenant. So, you know. Anyway, we got white magic here. Now, this is a bit of a hot take in the Shadow Hearts community, but Covenant is actually like, I think it's my least favorite in the trilogy, which is not a hot take, which is kind of a hot take. I like Covenant, but I don't like Covenant. I definitely like the original Shadow Hearts more than Covenant, and I think I remember liking From the New World even a little bit more than Covenant by a hair. But I should preface this by saying that Covenant is still a really good game. But you know. 1 week later, late night, Vatican.
Is this your first time at the Vatican?
Yes.
I need to do some careful preparation before we go to Dom Remy. There's a certain item that I must have in order to complete this mission.
A certain item?
Yes, a sort of good luck charm. It's used for exorcisms.
And that's where we're going now?
Yes, it's inside a Poina Tower. Also known as the Tower of Atonement. It seems you know of it. For many, many years, dangerous heretics and others like them were kept imprisoned there. It's filled with the spirits of those who went mad from the torture. That's why it's a safe resting place for the item that I seek.
But why am I coming?
Well, to get to the top of the tower, I need your help. I'll feel much safer if you're with me.
Yo, let's get it. You point a tower. There is one, like Covenant, undoubtedly. I like the original Shadow Hearts definitely more than Covenant, but undoubtedly,
It's this way, Lieutenant.
the gameplay is better in Covenant. The gameplay gets better as the series go on. Covenant and From the New World are very close to each other in gameplay, but the jump in quality from the gameplay of Shadow Hearts 1 to Covenant, it's insane. That is the one thing I can admit that Covenant does much better without even thinking about it. Obviously presentation too, but you know, presentation doesn't really, like, graphics don't really matter to me. Also, we have these nice little, these are the portraits. So, like, Covenant and From the New World are, like, a good amount voice acted, so I won't have to read too much. There's a few scenes that I'll have to read, but it's a lot less than the original Shadow Hearts. I should warn you, it's completely different here inside the tower. By the way, putting aside the fact that I played this game, just look at Nikolai's design. It's just so snappy. I think I remember playing this game, I was immediately in love with Nikolai's, like, design here. I like this whole, like, white knight apparel here. It's filled with real monsters and ghosts, you know? Monsters? But don't worry, compared to that demon in Domremy, these should be a snap to handle. Now make sure you don't wander too far from me. Let's go. Oh, hey, we got an encounter. Yeah, I'll do this for people who haven't... I remember the battle system because I played these games not super long ago, but anyone who hasn't played the game, I'll walk them through the battle system. Demonstration. First is cover normal attacks. To use a weapon, select your attack target with the attack command. Ah, yes, of course. Okay, they're doing it for me. The Judgment Ring will appear. This ring will affect your actions. You'll be seeing a lot of it throughout the game. Oh, yeah. Especially in all three of the games. The areas of color on the ring are called hit areas. Hit these sections and you'll perform an attack. The red parts beside the hit areas are called strike areas. Your attack will become more powerful if you hit these. When the ring appears, the indicator will start to revolve. Press the X button to stop it in a colored area. Oh, they're doing it for me. I wish the game would let me try it, even though I know how to do it. With normal attacks using a weapon, the number of attacks you can perform is the same as the number of hit areas. This time you perform 2 attacks if you hit both areas. If you miss any, you perform fewer attacks, obviously. I wish the game would have this, but let me control it instead of it auto-scrolling. Next, you'll learn about special abilities. Try using Nikolai's special abilities, White Magic and Blessed Light. I love it how it says try using, and the game is literally doing it for me. The Judgment Ring also appears when using special abilities. The green parts are called the step areas. They don't affect the special ability's strength, but you do have to hit them. It's the blue modular areas that determine the strength. Hit them with the latter half increased power. If you hit all the areas that appear on the Judgment Ring, you'll succeed in using a special ability. I should lower my headset, it's way too loud. Okay, now try using Blessed Light. Again, can't control. Besides the Judgment Ring you just learned about, there are other types of rings that appear in the game. But the same basic rule applies. Try to hit every area on the ring. That's the end of the battle tutorial. Combat is, like, undoubtedly better. That's the one thing Covenant has over Shadow Hearts 1.
That was easy enough.
Let's go. I got 4 XP and 40 cash. Cheddar cheese.